When we first sat down, you were eyeing this quite a bit.
Yeah.
What does this signify to you? If this is something that you get to hoist over your shoulders at the end of all of this, what would that mean to you?
It's the glorification of every player's dream, my dream, and it's just growing up with my parents always screaming at me, you're wasting your time, and this would just prove like at the end of the day it was all worth it.
How did that feel to finally get validation from them?
It meant so much. I mean, I remember back in the days, it's like every morning my dad would walk, because before he goes to work he has to walk by my room and my door would always be open, and he would tell me, it's like, go to school, you're wasting your time, every single morning, because he thought it'd just be all in fun and go back to school. There's no money in this, and that was just an eye-opener for everyone. And they came to realization, like, okay, like, just do what you want as long as you're happy and you can make a sustainable career for yourself. That moment when he told me, I'm so proud of you, it said a lot.
You're known for your high-risk, high-reward style of play. How did that fit into this team?
That happened because of the cockiness, meaning like I was capable of doing this kind of stuff because, of course, back then my individual skill would be higher than others, and I would take these unnecessary risks and do some unorthodox things. I don't implement these high risk anymore. It's just when we make these actions, we do it as a team, and we learn as a team, and we grow as a team.
Can you even imagine what it's going to be like to walk on that stage and hear Key Arena cheer for you guys for the first time?
I mean, I got a little goosebumps right now just saying that. I can just hear the crowd roaring. I mean, being at Ti6 last year, I flew over, and it was a really depressing feeling, but at the same time a very gratifying feeling. The fact, my friends, especially Universe and Fear, I've known them for the longest time, and I was so proud of them and happy for them. Former teammates of mine doing so well, and then MVP Phoenix as well. It was top 6, and
they did so much better than anyone anticipated.
Yeah, I'll still remember, like, March told me, because he invited me to play for them at Ti6 and to move out to Korea if I'm still interested to play qualifiers, and he's like, he just bagged on me after he did so. I was like, I told you should have came, and I was like, wow. Like, ouch. Yeah.
You mentioned earlier that if you hadn't been able to make it on a team heading to Ti6 that you were looking at maybe hanging it all up.
Mm-hmm.
Why were you that close to calling it a day?
It's been 3 years since I got kicked off Evil Geniuses in July 2013. I almost gave up so many times because the reputation and the name that I once had, and from 2011 to 2013, even before then, like in Dota 1 days, it was just been declining over time just because of like a couple mistakes, and it carried on. And having this opportunity, I feel really blessed with TNC now. One more opportunity, and I had it, and I had to seize it.
Has it affected your nerves at all? I mean, we're talking about comfort level, and you mentioned back in Ti1, there weren't nearly as many eyes on the Dota scene as there are now. Now that there are more and more people watching, does that kind of give you more encouragement, and is it more exciting, or does it impact how nervous you are now that there's a little bit more pressure?
I think there will always be that kind of pressure. I've actually never played in such a big crowd. I mean, I've been out of the scene for quite some time. I hope we can push through it. Like the fact that over 10, 15,000 people are gonna be watching and screaming at us, it's really something, okay? And I'm not saying there aren't any nerves, no matter what. It's like these many eyes are actually watching, and I feel like just like anyone else, I'm a normal person, and I have all these people cheering for us, and that's going to be something amazing for us.